So the word uncontested divorce, we hear that a lot. What is that? It's not really a thing. It's it's an interpretive, subjective type of thing. Some people they've gone, well, we want an uncontested divorce. The only thing we don't agree on is property division, child custody, and child support. It's like, what do you well, we're not contesting the divorce. We both want to get a divorce. That's not an uncontested divorce. Typically what an uncontested divorce is that we have pre-agreed on absolutely everything, and we just need this written up properly to put into place our agreement. That's typically what's referred to as an uncontested divorce. You still must get your own attorney for that, because you definitely can't rely on the other side's attorney, and you can't rely on one attorney to represent you both. It's not a real thing. It doesn't happen. You are adverse. Um, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it in a healthy way. And if you want to have what everybody's looking for when they're asking for an uncontested divorce, then hire an attorney that is not going to define the other side as the enemy, that's going to try and get you through the process in the healthiest way possible and get you from where you are now to where it is that you want to be, so that what people are trying to look for in that is like, we don't want to have fighting. We don't want this to get out of control. We don't want to have a problem. We don't have to pay a fortune in attorney's fees in order to try and get this done. So it's a misnomer, the term uncontested divorce. There's really no such thing. It's not a legal term. It's a colloquialism. It's a term of art at best, and it's not really a thing. If you want to have, and then people are like, well, we want to have an agreed divorce. Almost every case is going to be an agreed divorce. It's just a matter of, well, how much down the hard path do we have to go in order to get there? Our firm tries to prevent from going down the hard path at all. We use a multitude of techniques in order to avoid that happening. From the color scheme that we've chosen for our brand, from the brand name of Soft Divorce, from our slogan that divorce doesn't have to be so hard, it's all designed to eliminate fighting. We try and declare peace and then negotiate the terms of the peace. We want to end the fighting, not increase it. Sometimes we have to increase it in order to end it, but that's never our first choice. We like to declare peace and negotiate the terms of the peace and get you the document that ends your divorce, which is an agreed final decree of divorce that both you and your spouse sign, and that ends it. That's often what people are talking about with an uncontested divorce. But don't look for the uncontested divorce, because people that are advertising uncontested divorces, they're maybe trying to hook you. You may have clicked an ad for this video that you're watching here. It says uncontested divorce, but it's to educate you what a real uncontested divorce is. Don't go to those, the factories that are trying to, like, uncontested divorce, $250 is not even an attorney. Some of those things aren't even legal for people to be doing. They haven't been caught yet. They're scams, some of them. Be very, very careful with that. And if you want to get your divorce done in a healthy way, just go to softdivorce.com and we'll be happy to help you. So a contested divorce, what is that? Well, all divorces are contested. It's the nature of the process. Until you both sign an agreement, then it becomes an agreed divorce, because you agreed ultimately at the result, and then the judge signs an agreed order. But all divorces are contested. It's the nature of it. You're getting divorced. You're trying to figure out who gets what, and whether it's, who gets what time with the kids, who gets child support, who pays child support, who gets spousal maintenance, if any, who pays spousal maintenance, if any, who gets what property. You're dividing all of your community property. And do you even get the separate property? What about the property that you had? What about your high school yearbook from before you got married? What about anything that you have? All your financial accounts, your retirement accounts, everything that you own. So everything that you own, everything that you ever will own, is all subject and determined in a divorce. So a contested divorce is kind of a colloquialism, and it means, like, some people think of it like, well, that means we're fighting, right? Well, not necessarily. It's just technically, it's the nature of what a divorce is, but it's not even good to be thinking about our divorce is contested. It's like, okay, so, like, how does that serve you? Let's focus on what do we need to do to get you through the divorce process in the healthiest way possible. Let's focus on what's healthy. Let's get you through this process so that you can begin the next chapter in your life in the healthiest way possible, and live the rest of your life in the healthiest way possible. And so that you can co-parent to the fullest extent possible to raise the best kids that you can if you got kids. It's vitally important. So don't focus on whether your divorce is contested or not. Focus on whether it's healthy or not. Focus on whether it's the right thing to do or not. And you may be forced into a divorce that you don't even want. Well, we still need to get you through this in a healthy way. And that's why we have the domain name of Healthy Divorce. It's what we believe in. It's what we focus on. It's what we can help you get for your divorce if you're facing a divorce.